Okay, so check it. You had a story about taking your son fishing, and I just thought this was such a remarkable story for dads to hear. Um, and so I'd love for you to share it.
I've been wanting to buy a boat for the past 8 years. And I got to the point where I was taking the kids like freshwater fishing and they were having a good time, right? But then I really wanted to just get them involved in saltwater fishing. Saltwater fishing is entirely different. The fish are always bigger. You're pulling in sea monsters sometimes, and it is just like a blast, right? You're out in the ocean. It just hits different. And so we've been going to Cabo once or twice a year for quite a while. And then as the kids started getting older, I told Vanessa, I was like, "Hey, what do you think if I take a little Eric?" And she's like, "Yeah, if you think he's up to it." And I was like, "I don't know." I
And
was like, "I don't know how it's
how
going to
old
work
was
out."
he?
I think it was like 7,
Okay, perfect.
7 years
Yeah.
old. And so I was like, "Well, what's worst going to happen? I just wanted to have a good time. I don't care if we catch big fish, little fish. I don't care. That was my outcome. I just wanted to have fun." Um,
Mm,
and so we go out there, and I meet up with Ricardo, Captain Ricardo, and we start taking out of the marina. And so we're about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes in to get to the spot. And he starts saying, like, "I miss my mommy." Right. I'm like, "Ah, shoot, here we go." And
mhm,
he's not missing his mommy. He's scared or like whatever's going
mm,
on because he wants that certainty that his mother brings. So then, he's like, "I miss my mom, I miss my mom, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "No problem, buddy." I was like, "Why don't we turn the boat around?" And I look at Captain Ricardo and I go, "Hey man, let's turn the boat around." He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, he's not feeling it. I said we should probably start heading back. And so I did the he knew we turned the boat around. So that was at least enough in his mind to check off that we're going back. So then I said, "Hey, we're just going to throw a little fish off the back, see if we catch something while we go home. Is that okay?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So we just slow trolled, a live bait. And I swear to you, the second that bait hit the water, like 6 feet from the boat, a 52-pound wahoo just destroyed it, kicked water everywhere on us. And I just, and before I did that, I said to Captain Ricardo, I said something like, let's say a prayer to the fishing gods, something like joking. And so he starts laughing and then he tosses it in and it was just boom. And I truly felt that God is a
mhm,
little nicer when, you're kind to your kids, like if
mm,
you're doing something that like, okay, I love fishing. I love it. It's not even like a normal thing for me. It's an addiction that is healthy and feeds people. But at the same time, I was willing to give up the thing that I love the most and look forward to all
yeah.
year on that once a year trip to Mexico just to make my son happy. And I think that, you get rewarded for fathers being kind to sons.
Mm,
And so he was there and then we started going and we caught 2 more fish almost instantly. As soon as we put it back in the water, just boom, boom. So now instead we had a photo, of us with some fish at the dock and he was super happy and had a great time. Then the next time we went out, caught a bunch of big fish again. Um, I didn't know this, but I don't know if his mom did it for him or something, printed out a picture of me and him with all the fish hanging
mm,
across a bar. And he carried it around with him and he was showing it to everybody that he could show it
oh,
to for like months. And I didn't know this. And then I was like, what do you mean you have a photo of us in your backpack? Oh, because he was switching backpacks because we got him a new backpack. And so then he was like, "Oh yeah, I've shown everybody." And it just lit me up. Just made me feel great.
mm. Dude, here's the things here's what I want to highlight from this story for guys to hear. The things that I noticed is two things. First off, you set a outcome and an expectation for this because I could see myself like I can't wait to like go out on this boat for 5 6 7 hours with my son and do this, and then as soon as he doesn't want to do it, then me be like, "F this sucks." Okay, like me get triggered and upset, and that would be understandable, right? But what you did is you set a an outcome that was easy to win, right? Your outcome was fun. So I think dads, when we're planning the camp trip or the Disney trip or whatever the trip might be, to set like a winnable outcome. Like we can win this relatively easily. Because then you're happy, everybody's happy.